Hi there, folks. Welcome to Real Estate Watch. I'm your host, Sarah Evans, sales representative at RE/MAX Eastern, and we're with Reg Deck today, local home inspector with Amerispec. And Reg is going to help us out. We're coming into winter, some preventative maintenance certainly for your homes. Reg, can you help us out? What are some things that we can look at here?
Yeah, there's a few things we can look at before the winter gets too far into the winter, before the snow accumulation begins. It's still pretty mild out, but there's a few things we can take care of on the outside of the house to make sure that keeping the water, the snow and the rain and the ice melt away from the house, and keeping your house and your basement as dry as possible. So we're going to take a look, make sure people remember to clean their gutters out, and that means usually somebody getting up on a ladder of some type, cleaning all the leaves and debris that they collect over the summer and the fall as the trees shed their leaves, making sure that's all clean and flushed out. Here we got to make sure this extension's on so the water, when it does get off the roof, is directed away from the house. And we'd also probably, by the look of the vegetation backed up inside the elbow here, we want to dismantle this and clean it all out so that all the snow and melt and the rain and the ice comes off and is able to get off the roof and away from the house.
Yeah, that's great. That's some great maintenance. That's a good tip. We don't always think about these things coming into wintertime, so that's great.
Yeah, it's one of those maintenance things that gets kind of overlooked a couple times a year and makes a bit of a difference keeping your house protected.
Another form of winter maintenance is shutting off the outside water tap. Reg?
Yes, most people have standard hose bibs, which should be shut off inside the basement, and open the valve up on the outside of the house, let the water drain out, and that will protect the pipes from freezing and rupturing inside the house, usually leading to possible flood damage in the basement. Some newer homes may have a frost-proof version, which doesn't have a shut-off valve. But majority of homes would have something similar to this and should be opened and drained before the cold sets in. Another thing, Sarah, that you have to keep an eye on over the course of the winter as the snow accumulates and where you're depositing your snow when you're shoveling is not piling it up around the furnace exhaust and the fresh air intake.
Right.
This one here is high enough off the ground that I don't think it'll be a problem, but some homes it's a little bit lower to the ground, and in certain examples where the snow accumulation and the drifting can block the furnace exhaust, and that can be potentially harmful to anybody living in the home.
Right. Now, if your furnace is older.
Right, looks like a little bit older Lennox model. There is some provincial incentives available for homeowners now across the province, depending on whether you're supplied by Enbridge or Union Gas. And there's a website, ohecip.ca, and that will direct you to the appropriate energy provider for details on their programs.
Absolutely worth looking into. Reg, thanks so much for all your help.
Thank you, Sarah.
We'll see you next time.
Real Estate Watch is brought to you by Sarah Evans, sales representative for RE/MAX Eastern Realty Inc., a hometown tradition.